What is up, Diskarte fam? Welcome back to another episode of Diskarte with Mendy. My name is Mendy, and if it's your first time watching this channel, nagtuturo ako ng diskarte sa negosyo, content creation, personal finance, and overall diskarte in life. And in this episode, I want to teach you the different ways of how to go over one of the biggest challenges whenever starting a business, and that is what to do before you find a supplier, how to find a supplier, and what to do after you found a supplier. Guys, alam natin yan, sobrang hirap maghanap ng supplier. I think what is really important before you go out there and spend hours and hours and hours of time and laway before finding a supplier is asking yourself these three questions. The first question is this product a winning product? Or is this business model proven? Have I tested it? Do I know na pag bumili ako ng supplies, pag nagtamba ako ng supplies, I can sell it as quick as possible, because that is key to winning in a business. If you can't answer with a definite yes na sigurado talaga ako at na-experience ko na kaya talagang gumalaw ng produkto nito ng mabilis, meaning stock, benta, okay. Number 2, do I really need a supplier at this point? Baka naman pwedeng pag may umorder, saka lang ako order sa supplier ko at ibebenta ko doon. Technically, dropshipping siya. At saka ang daming gumagawa nito, guys, ha? Ang daming gumagawa nito sa Lazada, nagpo-post sa Lazada, wala pa sa kanila talaga yung supplies on hand. Pag may umorder lang, sa kanila kukunin doon sa supplier. Bawal yun sa Lazada, I think na-mention ko rin sa old video ko. Pero sa Facebook, ang daming ganun, nagpo-post lang ng photos ng product, wala pa naman sa kanila, okay? Pero syempre, gagalingin nila sa marketing, magpo-post sila kung saan groups. Pag may nabenta na, saka sila kukuha. Guys, a lot of businesses succeed doing it this way. And last but not least, number 3, do I know my numbers? Do I know my business numbers? And what I mean by that is, do you have capital allocated para dito? Okay? Business capital, hindi yung savings mo. Some people like gambling, okay? I know people that have gambled their savings on buying stocks of products that they haven't answered the question number 1 to, which is, again, is this product or business proven? Is it something that I can actually sell? And again, you have to make sure na kaya mong sagutin with a resounding yes. If you don't know what resounding means, ibig sabihin lang nun, sigurado ka talagang oo ang sagot dito. And the first method is, hindi to tip, dahil nga ang dami nang gumagawa nito, gasgas na alam ko. The first method is meeting suppliers physically. Generally, hindi na to first option ngayon dahil nga pandemic. However, meeting suppliers offline, seeing their shop, knowing na may resibo sila, is critical whenever you want to find a supplier. Syempre, andyan yung mga resident supplier areas natin tulad ng Baclaran, Divisoria, Taytay. Depende na lang sa anong product mo. Simply put, yun yung mga bodega, yung mga rektang mananahe, manufacturers, wholesalers, wholesale centers. Wala na sekreto doon. Everyone knows where to go. Sometimes, out of the blue, merong supplier. For example, may IKEA supplier sa Pasay. Out of nowhere, okay? So, pagalingan na lang talaga when it comes to meeting suppliers physically. But I think, given that a majority of the early successful businesses did it this way is timeless. Respect to this method because, again, it is a proven method of finding suppliers. Number 2 is social media. If you don't know yet, ang daming groups ngayon, okay? Na suppliers ng, for example, yung product ko, yung business ko, kailangan ko ng cardboard boxes. Merong isang buong group dedicated to packaging. And then another end, kailangan ko ng labeling. Merong isang group dedicated to labeling lang. Facebook community. Ang dami nagpo-post doon, nagbebenta ng products nila, naghahanap ng products. Even bottles, guys. Merong dedicated group just for bottles. Ang daming bottle manufacturers doon. But minsan, ang daming nagpo-post, ang daming nagsaspam ng product nila, yung mga product na sinasupply nila. So, minsan masakit sa ulo. Which is why ngayon, meron ng tinatawag na locator groups. These are groups that were built by people na talagang naghahanap ng suppliers for you. Or yung iba naman, sa sobrang dami na nilang na-source na supplier, sobrang tagal na ng research nila, binebenta na nila yung supplier list nila. Okay? So, some of these groups are free. Some of these groups are paid. May mga groups na nakita ko, nag-charge ng 150 pesos to get into the group and get their list na ina-update nila constantly. Some groups nagpapabayad ng 250 pesos. 250 pesos hindi 250,000 or 2,500. 250 pesos to enter their group and give them your suppliers. Usually may listahan pa yon kung ano yung mga types of suppliers that you can find on their list. Tapos meron namang iba na literal na nagpapa-hire and you tell them, uy, kailangan ko ng supplier na to, can you go get it? Tapos internal agreement kung magkano babayaran mo. I think it is amazing that this exists. May chance syempre na may kaparehas ka na ng supplier, but dun sa list na nakuha ko, actually, ang dami nun. Okay, ang dami nun. There's so many products. Kung gusto mo ng supplier ng rubber shoes, shades, branded na shades, branded bags, branded everything. Meron sila doon. I think ingat na lang tayo sa scam. Okay, ako nabiktima na ako ng scam ng ganito actually. Nagbayad ako ng 800 pesos para mag-source ng isang product at tinakbuhan lang ako nung loko na yon. Which is why it is best na i-visit mo pa rin. Maaaring makahanap ka ng supplier doon, pero kung makahanap ka, go back to method number 1, which I said is the best way to really to find suppliers kasi makikita mo sila physically, kung may pwesto sila, hindi ka nila matatakbuhan. Third method is importing. Ito yung pinakamahirap. Sobrang hirap makahanap ng legitimate supplier. Okay, even on Alibaba, there's a lot of checks. There's a lot of verifying that you need to do in order to get a supplier from Alibaba or AliExpress, wherever that is. I even have a template, okay, for me to be able to verify kung legit Alibaba supplier ba to, will I be able to trust this person? On the other end, minsan hindi sila nagre-reply sa'yo if you do not speak professionally. Meron din akong template doon. Actually, if you guys want that, DM me on my Instagram. I'll give it to you for free, but it is really hard to find a supplier outside. But kung makahanap ka man, okay, na maganda yung presyo, wala masyadong taxes, then you win. Kasi, yes, mahirap siya, but a lot of the successful businesses we know now, their suppliers come from China, come from somewhere where their product is made na sobrang mura pero quality, or sometimes hindi quality. Baka nga most of the time hindi quality. And that is why you want to verify. Hindi ka naman pwedeng lumipad doon unless gano'n kakayaman. But that is why you want to verify. You want to verify which city they're from. You want to see their permits. You want to see if they have a work history of importing, exporting even. You might even want to chat to them through video. You might even want to grab your friend who knows how to speak Mandarin para kausapin sila. Patignan mo kung nagsasabi ng totoo talaga yung mga suppliers na yon. Sa loob ng Alibaba mismo, meron na silang system for verifying legitimate suppliers. However, if you're going beyond Alibaba, for example ako, nakahanap ako ng supplier ng ingredient in India. Okay, ingredient na ginagamit ko sa business ko in India. I had to do a lot of verifications to be able to tell kung legitimate talaga yung product na yon. At the end of the day, yes, mahirap siya, but if you do close a supplier, a consistent supplier that you can import from, maganda-ganda ang margins natin dyan, guys. Okay, so if you do find one, congratulations, I hope you do. And before I give you the last tip, just a quick ad from one of my partners. I truly believe that no matter how great you are in business, no matter how much money you have, if you are irresponsible with taking care of yourself, then you are not doing the right diskarte. Your health, your security for your family is everything, guys. If you're not taking care of the people around you, maling diskarte yan. That is reckless, which is why I have partnered up with Quick Insure. Quick Insure is the largest online insurance marketplace. They give you various insurance products and make it really easy and quick, obviously, to compare different insurance policies, products, and providers, as well as buy insurance, as well as claim insurance. Guys, I've used this platform myself. I bought insurance on the platform for my parents. They have a COVID insurance, which is great, so check that out. I'm also just about to buy car insurance on their platform. So, if you have not purchased insurance yet, or if you're looking to buy a new policy, check out Quick Insure, check their platform, and let them help you get insurance quick and easy. And last but not the least, Lazada and Shopee and even HMR or even mga SM sales. I have personal experience doing this. Meron akong biniling router before. Nagulat ako, 5,000 pesos lang siya. Okay? From a specific store. Na hindi talaga nagbebenta ng mga computer paraphernalia. Okay? Mga tech products. Hindi talaga sila nagbebenta ng ganun. Pero, hinanap ko yung product nyo. Napansin ko, wait lang. Scam ba to? Bakit ang mura? Pero kilala yung store na yon. Okay? So, pinapicturean ko, eventually sabi ko, bala na, binili ko na lang kasi half price eh. So yung presyo na gusto kong bilhin was 10,000 pesos. Okay? Sa Gilmore, 10,000 pesos siya. Pagtingin ko sa store nila, on Facebook, 5,000 pesos lang. Tapos ang dami nilang products na ganun. So nagtataka ako, scam ba to? So I did all the verifications that I could do. I did all the research that I could do. Eventually, bumili ako ng isa, and then dumating naman, tapos bumili ako ng dalawa, dumating ulit. So sabi ko, okay, legit siya. I then went on to buy all of their stocks and then resold them at a lower rate as to kung magkano na binibenta yung product sa Gilmore. And that is the same principle when it comes to Lazada and Shopee. Guys, minsan sale yung product sa Lazada or mababa lang talaga yung presyo in general, pero mataas yung benta sa Shopee or mas mataas yung benta sa Shopee. I know a couple of people who do this. Okay, ito yung same people na madiskarte na nagbebenta na sa Lazada and sa Shopee nang wala pa silang stock. But this other one, what they're doing is, uy, ang mura nito sa Lazada, nakita ko lang to sa Shopee kanina. Iba yung presyo ah. And so guys, they are leveraging the differences in prices the same way I leverage the difference in price from that supplier. And so those are the methods, guys. And hopefully you find a supplier. But when you do find a supplier, I need you to really remember 3 other important things. Mabilis lang to. Number 1 is test the supplier first. Okay, don't go full in, all out, MOQ 10,000 pieces without testing them if they are legitimate. Especially kung mag-i-import ka. People on Alibaba are used to this. Hihingi ka ng samples, hihingi ka ng testers. And even here locally, make sure you test them out first. Kasi nga, baka mamaya iba ang kalabasan ng product mo or iba yung quality na una nilang pinakita sa'yo. Once you have tested them twice, even thrice, that's when you go all out and say, okay, let's make a deal. I'm gonna buy a huge bunch. Give me a better price. And then let's get on with the show. Number 2 is do not ever rely on one supplier. Because if mawala yung supplier na yan out of nowhere, malugi, masunog yung factory nila, sana wag naman. But if in case mawala sila, then wala kang fallback. So once you find a supplier, really the next step is to find another supplier for the same product that can also give you the same quality and price. And last but not the least, try not to pay online. Try to negotiate your way into COD, okay? So pagdating ng supplies, galing sa kanila, saka ka magbabayad kasi at least mache-check mo, or COP, okay? Which is cash on pickup. Order ka online, sabihin mo, pick up ko na lang physically. I think those 3 are very, very crucial steps after you've actually found a supplier. But really, depende yan talaga sa product mo. There are specific ways to find shoes. There are specific ways to find bottles. There's specific ways to find pork ribs. And that is it for this episode, guys. Hopefully you learned a thing or two. Hopefully you do find that supplier. Huwag kang mawawala ng pag-asa kung hindi ka makahanap. Kasi honestly, yung business ko ngayon that I built early 2020, hanggang ngayon nagkakaproblema pa rin kami sa suppliers. Right now, we're resorting to Alibaba. But before that, ang dami kong tinry na suppliers na local kasi I need a specific type of glass bottle. So also, just keep that in mind. Baka mamaya wala talaga dito sa Pilipinas yung hinahanap mo. Pivot into importing if you can as fast as you can. If you want to watch more content like this, please do not hesitate to subscribe and also maybe even click the like button because it does help out push this content to more people. Maybe even follow me on other platforms if you like. But as I always say at the end of every episode, stay healthy, keep humble, and appreciate the small things. My name is Mendy and this has been Diskarte with Mendy.